Welcome to the very first somewhat mid-afternoon show. I'm your host, Mike Ryder, and we're going to jump right in with our very first monologue. Now, most of us have been self-isolating, staying at home for 2 weeks. You've probably had the lamest spring break you have ever had, having to stay inside instead of being outside in the rainy Vancouver Springs that you usually get to do over spring break. But the one group that has been very happy of everyone staying home has been the family dogs. They've been celebrating having their family home for these last 2 weeks. The one group that is not very happy with this is the family cats, as evidenced by our own cat's interaction with Caitlin. Now, apparently the other group that is particularly well-suited for staying home at all time is the boys in our youth group. When asking 5 of them how they're dealing with the self-isolation, 4 of them said that their lives haven't changed. This is what they do every day. They are truly the heroes that we need in this time. Now, some of you have been trying to spend your time doing some jigsaw puzzles while you're at home. I, too, have been working on some puzzles, not jigsaw kinds, puzzles such as, what day is it? How many salt and vinegar chips can I eat till my tongue bleeds? And how can 3 people constantly make so many dishes, and why don't they clean themselves? We're going to end our monologue with the worst joke of the day. Why did the chicken cross the road? To practice social distancing. And we're going to be coming back with our first guest in just about 5 minutes after our commercial break.
Look at all these people going about their day, walking across the street. They're all flawed. You know why? They think they're special when they are not. See these people too? Yeah, not special. No one is special. You know who else isn't special? You. Yeah, that's right, you. No one is special except for me, Brady, the amazing sponsor for this ad. Well, anyway, enjoy the rest of this non-special episode with Mike Ryder, your host.
All right, welcome back, and we have our very first guest. Some people affectionately call her Jamie Rat. We've got Jamie. Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
I'm excited to have you here. We're going to play a game first. You ready for the game? All right. A couple weeks ago, we played a game online called Drawful. And so all the pictures you're going to see are from that game. They were drawn by either me or some of the youth.
Okay.
And some of them have pretty crazy captions. So whatever you throw out there can be as crazy as it can be, because actually some of these captions are super crazy. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to have the first picture. There's the first picture that you need to guess there.
So, okay. I'm seeing a lot of space and Space Mountain.
Space Mountain is the actual title.
Yes.
Very good. Good start.
Good
I was
movie.
going to say that it's probably the easiest one.
Okay.
All right. I think the next one is one of my drawings.
Oh no.
I have some of the worst drawings.
Music, box, singing. What is that? Girl singing. Bird Box? Is that a movie?
Bird Box. Okay. You were closest on the first one. The answer is a soap opera.
Really?
It's a bar of soap. Really? It was great when they say that really to your drawing. All right. The next drawing.
Oh, Muscle Man.
Muscle Man.
Muscle
Okay.
Man.
Okay.
Abs.
Abs.
Cloud guy. Looks like he's got some clouds. I have no idea.
All right. You were pretty close on the first one. This one is Hulk have new pants.
Hulk have new pants.
So it's the Hulk. So we would have given you that one.
Okay.
Muscle guy. All right.
Muscle guy.
Another one of my drawings.
Oh, I have no idea. Beep guy. Beep guy. Beep car guy. Car head.
Beep guy.
Car beep guy.
All right.
No
I
idea.
think you overthought this one. This one's just a pedestrian.
Really?
Yeah. See, I had to put the arrow of the person in the car to show that he's a pedestrian. I don't
It's
know.
just beep.
This is beep to make sure you know that that's a car, because it's not a good drawing of a car. All right. This one.
Which?
Which? Yeah.
Which?
I'll give it to you. What the game said it is the wizard from Harry Potter.
It's very specific.
It's very well and general at the same time. There's lots of wizards
It's
on
true.
there. Do I have another one? I do have another one. There we go.
No rules. Family rules. Quarantine rules. I don't know.
Very good. You're very close with family rules. It's family values.
Ooh, that was close.
So that's super close. That's super close. I'm impressed with that one. All right.
Oh, fighter, Viking. I don't know.
Viking?
He has horns.
Yeah. When I saw this one, I'm pretty sure I put Viking is what I thought it was.
Okay.
It's a Minotaur gravestone.
Oh. I would not
So,
have guessed that.
Yeah, it's not very much bull-like face. It's more
Yeah.
of a human face. It looks like a Viking.
Oh, wow. Is this one yours again?
Yeah, everything in blue is mine.
That's a shirt and a gun?
Yeah.
Question mark? Shirt, gun.
What do you get when you put those two things together?
Gun, shirt.
Well, you were close. It was t-shirt gun, not gun shirt. Hockey games, shootout. Well, that was a fun game. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with Jamie. My Bible. Welcome back. We are back here with Jamie, and we're gonna chat a little bit about your walk with Christ, so we can learn a little bit about Jesus, and also about yourself from your own story. And so, telling our stories about Jesus can be powerful ways in which people can relate with one another. So, we're gonna start off with how testimonies usually start off. What drew you to Christ and entering into a relationship with Him in the first place?
For me, I think I don't even remember not going to church or not growing up with God around me. But a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I decided to make my relationship with God my own. And I think that's what's super unique about being a Christian and living this kind of lifestyle, is that it is such a relational-based faith, which is super cool. A relationship with God as well as a relationship with a community of people who are like-minded.
Yeah, that's a really good point, is that so many people have grown up in Christian homes and with their parents' faith, and they remember going to the Sunday school and watching Veggie Tales and singing the songs and doing the crafts. Sorry, Jen is in the audience. That was very stereotype of children's ministry. But doing that and that important step of making your faith your own and that relationship, I think, is something that we all must make that decision at some point. So that's really cool. So since you've made that decision to make your faith your own, how has God transformed you during that time?
I think mainly it would be the community, and also just being able to have someone that I can talk to or go back on whenever I need to. It's just been super cool having that someone that's always got your back and someone that you can always talk to and kind of give everything to. So
yeah, someone who can handle that.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's not many of us can handle our own stuff.
It's true.
It's a good thing Jesus can. What's one of maybe a memorable experience you've had with God, or something that you really remember of, like a prayer being answered, that kind of experience that you've had with God?
Kind of like I said earlier, something that I had really been praying for a couple years ago was community, because I'm a very social person. I am an introvert sometimes, but also like to socialize and hang out with my friends. So I think that was definitely something that I was praying for a while, and that's something that I found here coming back to Jericho. So it's been super cool just being able to have that type of relationships and start hanging out with people more, and just having a Bible study, which was super cool. I think that was one of my major answers to prayer recently.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Community is something that we all need, right?
Yeah.
No matter how introverted we are.
Yes.
And how much maybe some of us are enjoying having to stay home all the time.
That's true.
Bringing it up a little bit more recently, what is something that God's been teaching you within the last month, 2 months, or recently here?
I think for me, especially during this time when we have to stay home and there's so much unknown going on, probably patience and just knowing that God's kind of got everything under control. For me, if I let myself, I am a worrier. I don't know if anyone's done the Enneagram. We're real big here at Jericho about the Enneagram, but I'm part 6, and they like to stress and worry about things. So yeah, just knowing that God's got everything under control, being patient with what his plan is, because he knows exactly what's going to happen before it happens. So yeah.
Yeah, patience can be the tough thing. When I was in a young adults group, we always used to say, don't pray for patience, because God's going to give you an opportunity to be patient.
It's true.
And it's true, and it sucks, but it's a good thing to learn. So do pray for patience, but be prepared to have to be patient. Well, thank you for sharing your story, and I'm sure lots of people found some relatedness with that. So thank you for coming out into this studio and joining us and playing a game and telling your story.
Thank you.
All right, that's all we have for this week. Next week, actually, we will be playing Drawful, so make sure you pay attention to your emails so you can join in and draw some pictures that we can have someone else try to guess what they are. As well, we will see you next week on this YouTube channel. Good evening.